What's up everybody, it's Jay here from Bearded Iron. So what does it take to really lose 50 to 100 pounds of body fat naturally? And most importantly, what does it take to maintain that, not just for a couple of weeks, but for years? How do you make it a long-term sustainable change? That's exactly what we're going to cover in this video. I want to share with you my biggest revelations that I learned when I went from this to this. Hopefully, they're going to save you some time, energy and effort. This video is going to help you get on the right path and help you stay on that path so you can finally reach your goals. So let's crack on. The first thing that you need to do in order to get these results is change your mindset. Start on a clean slate. No diet will work unless your mindset around fitness and nutrition has changed. Most people struggle with losing body fat and keeping it off because the way that they approach a diet is a short-term fix. How many times have you heard things like, okay, I'm going to do such and such a diet for 6 months to get my weight down, and then I'm going to go back to living my life. You know, that sounds great. But unfortunately, if you go back to your old habits, you'll gain the weight back on, and that's exactly what happens. They go back to living their life and regain all the weight. As much as people say they want to change, we're all a little inherently lazy. We like to stick to our comfort zones. We go back to what's familiar, regardless of how bad it is there. Me, for example, when I started out as an electrician, I spent most of my days walking around, lifting heavy toolboxes, climbing ladders, and my weight didn't increase much. As soon as I came off the tools and got a desk job, my weight started to increase massively because I didn't change my diet, yet my energy expenditure had dropped off significantly. This became my new normal. Eat a lot and sit down a lot. One of the hardest things to contemplate was that to change, I needed to change what I considered normal. It had to be a complete overhaul of how I think about fitness and nutrition to really make it a part of who I am. And most people who I know who have had amazing results and maintained it had that same moment where things just clicked. For some, it was a gradual process where they went from one habit at a time, you know, they started walking, then they cut out fizzy pop and then things clicked. Or for others, it was going cold turkey overnight, just dropping all the bad habits and never looking back. This is one of the most important things on your fitness journey. Once you've adjusted your mindset, losing weight and keeping it off becomes a part of who you are. It's your new identity. It becomes your new normal. Now, the second thing that you need to get on board with is that losing weight is hard. You'll have to get used to saying no and denying yourself stuff. You're saying no to your old habits. You're saying no to that extra beef patty on your burger. You're saying no to that beer. You're saying no to your laziness, and you're saying no to your excuses and your procrastination. It's not the end of the world. You can still enjoy yourself, but in moderation. It's about developing self-discipline because to lose weight means making the right decisions at least 90% of the time. Obviously, discipline alone doesn't lose weight though. You'll still need to learn about calories and you'll need to find yourself a decent training plan. But once you've got that under your belt, it's self-discipline that will keep you consistent. Now, the third revelation is that most people just cannot stick to these changes. If weight loss was easy, we'd all have six-pack abs and sub 10% body fat. But that's clearly not the case, and it's actually very far from that. For example, 800,000 people have seen my transformation video, and I have thousands of comments saying that it's inspired them to start their own fitness journey. Now, out of those 800,000, how many do you reckon actually started a fitness journey? Obviously, I don't have the numbers, but I know at least 795,000 of them didn't even subscribe to the channel. So, before we move on, if you're enjoying this content and want to learn more about losing weight, dropping fat and building muscle, and all other fitness related stuff, start now by subscribing to the channel. Now, a large proportion of those people that did see the video liked it, gave it a thumbs up, and moved on. Then there's probably a few who took action, watched a few more videos, saw some initial progress, and then gave up. And then there's the hardened, bearded battalion, who week on week keep making progress and keep smashing their goals. So, why do the majority of people throw in the towel? It's not for the lack of information. YouTube is full of channels like mine helping people lose weight and see realistic results. It usually boils down to the fact that people aren't willing to make the sacrifices to consistently follow a program. They didn't want to go through that discomfort of making it a habit and getting out of their comfort zone. The hassle of lifting weights, watching what you eat, Tracking your progress, it's just too much effort for some people. Most would love to see some results, but they're just not willing to do anything hard to get there. And the truth is, hard work, time and commitment is what's required to make real progress. I'm going to leave you with this video right here that's going to really help you in your fitness journey. So check it out and I'll see you over there. Bearded Iron out.